So, I just watched my last video titled "Gentlemen, Get the Fuck Over It." And I started watching from the beginning again, and I always I'm an extremely analytical person, okay? With that said, I always sit there and think about what you guys might be thinking while you're watching this shit. And the first thing out of my mouth was talking about respect for yourself, right? And I can just see a few of you, especially women, saying, oh, you're going to talk about respect for yourself. You're going to talk about respect for yourself. But you do videos of yourself at the bathtub. You do videos of yourself in this little skimpy undershirt with your boobs hanging out, whatever. Okay. I don't have a problem with what I look like. I really don't. If I did, I would be making sure to, barrel curl my hair and, freshen my makeup for you and, whatever. And I wouldn't be having the sailor mouth that I have. I'd be like, well, I would be a completely different person, but I'm not fake, okay? I'm 100% real. I'm 100% tell it like it is. I'm 100% getting in your face. I'm 100% this all day long. All fucking day long. So, there you have it, I have respect for myself. I keep my legs shut. I'm extremely picky about the men that I choose. If they don't, if we don't have a connection, if they don't treat me with the respect that I want to be treated with from them, you get it, then they're a waste of my time. I'm not going to bother with them. That was the kind of respect that I was talking about in the last video. I'm 100% confident in myself, in my body, and everything else, which is actually the topic of this video. Okay, so you can hear my roommates. Sorry, married couple in the back. But, okay, so here's the deal. When I was married 13 years, if you've been watching my videos, you know that I was in an abusive relationship, blah, blah, blah. I was shrunk down to about this big. Getting out of bed was productive. I've covered all this. That was just a quick brief. But I was not confident in myself. I was not confident in my own skin. I did not feel good in my own skin. The lights had to be off. And there were certain things that I would not let him do. Because it was a confidence issue that I had. It was a problem I had in myself. So, if you find yourself feeling that way when you're in bed with your significant other, or when you're walking with your significant other. I remember walking through the mall or whatever, through Wally World or whatever, and going, I am so fucking big. What was the biggest I got? 325? No, 345. The biggest that I got was 345 pounds, people. 345 pounds. I don't know how anybody's going to be confident with that much weight. But here's the thing that I learned. My ex-husband did not help with the situation at all. I remember we were sitting in the car and we were at the drive-thru at a fast food place, can't remember what it was, And I was 29 years old. And I was telling him that I was concerned about my aunt because my aunt was very big too. I mean, thick runs in my family. Obesity runs in my family. And this woman was a very large woman. And she got really sick. She got really, really sick. She went to a family reunion or some shit like that, and she ate some potato salad that had been sitting there for way too long. She didn't realize it. She got salmonella. Bad. I mean, she got sick. So sick, she ended up in the hospital. They had to, like, wire her jaw shut. She was on liquids and, very little solids. And she lost so much weight because of that. And I was explaining this to my jackass ex-husband, and what he did is, instead of showing concern, he turned around and looked at me as we were sitting in the car at a fast food restaurant and said, "Damn, maybe we should get you sick." Yeah. I don't know how I was supposed to be confident in myself when I had remarks like that all the time. One, victim predator, okay? Victim predator. Silver-tongued devils. I covered this in one of my last videos, alright? Sweet as can be, but when you're not paying attention, they're going to slice the shit out of you with their tongues. Yeah. But I finally got out of that situation. I left him. And I found somebody who ended up one of my ex-fiancés. Covered this in one of my last videos. He's now in the military. But I learned a lot from him. One of the things that I learned from him was that I was still very self-conscious about being touched, being held, having sex. Just all of it. And we were getting ready to be intimate one night, and I turned the light off. He walked over and turned the light back on. And he looked at me and he said, "Baby, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. People, I want you to pay attention to this, okay? I want you to pay really close attention to what I'm about to say. Because it helped me." Okay? He looked at me and he said, "Baby, let me tell you something. If a man sees you walking down the street, he sees you at work, he sees you wherever it is that you are with your clothes on, he's got a general idea of what you look like with your clothes off. And if he still wants to hold you, and he still wants to kiss you, and he still wants to caress you, and he still wants to do you, baby, don't stop. What are you worried about? What the fuck are you worried about? He knows what you look like with your clothes on. He's got a general idea of what you look like with your clothes off. And if he still wants to do all these things, baby, what the hell are you worried about? true, you know. Somebody wants to love you, knowing full damn well who it is you are, what it is you're about, what it is you look like. You're so worried about. You have this bug inside your head saying, oh my gosh, he can do so much better though. He can do so much. Fuck the bug. Dig it out. Throw it away. And let them love you. Just let them love you. Enjoy it. Feel it. Pick the bug out of your head that's whispering in your little ears, telling you, you're not worth this. That person can deserve better than you. That person deserves better than you. You're fat and you're ugly, and there's no possible way that this is real. Fuck the bug. Because if they're holding you, and they're kissing you, and they're telling you, I love you, then they love you. Let them. Let them. And on the flip side, people, watch your tongues. Watch your fucking tongues. If you're with somebody that is overweight, or they have some sort of issue and they already feel it, watch your fucking tongues, because it's not going to help. It's not going to help. You're belittling them. You're making them feel smaller. You're putting them into a depression. And depression means one of two things. But the most important one is you're making shit worse. Watch your tongues. Figure out a different approach. Let me tell you what works. I love you. I love you unconditionally. That's what works. You know how I lost all the weight that I lost? I lost 100 pounds since January, and people ask me, oh, wow, I'm so proud of you. How did you do that? Oh, you've been hitting the gym, haven't you? Yeah, okay, I go to the gym. I do, but I didn't start till this January. I lost the majority of my weight that I lost from January to December. I wasn't hitting no damn gym. You want to know how I did it? Let me tell you how I did it. I got happy. I got happy. Happiness is the key and the cure to so many things. If you get happy and you stop giving a fuck what people think and what people have to say to you, and you start knowing that you're beautiful, it's going to help. It's going to help. It's not magic. It's not going to turn you into model material, right when you start thinking that way. But you got to change your mind. The minute that you change your mind, your life changes right along with it. And it doesn't matter what it is that you're talking about. The minute that you change your mind, your life will follow. If you want it, you can have it. Fuck the bug. Fuck the people putting you down. Take them all. If you want it, you can have it. Because